So first of all, get yourself lying on your back, ready to start your mobility session. First of all, starting with some light knee rolls. So feet flat on the floor, feet and knees together, rolling your knees from side to side. Start off nice and easy, and then you can push it a bit further each time. Having your hands out to the side can help stabilize yourself and give you a bit of push if you need it. You can add a bit of a glute stretch in this as well. So you pop your right ankle on your left knee and then do the same movements, rocking your knees from side to side. Again, going as far as comfortable. And then you'll repeat the same on the other side. With all these exercises, you want to take your time, making sure that you're not going to hurt yourself at all. And probably aiming for about 20 repetitions on all of these, even though I'm only showing you about 5 repetitions on each one. You can do as many as you feel comfortable to do. Just pause the video, finish your repetitions, and then press play again to work your way through all the exercises. Here we have the nerve floss. So straighten your left leg and hold the back of your right thigh. Straighten the knee, pointing your toes to the ceiling, and then bend the knee, keeping your toes pointing upward. You might not be able to go very far to start off with, so just go as far as comfortable. And then to make it a bit more effective, you can bring your head up when your foot goes down, and then head down when your foot comes up. From here, you can do some leg overs. So you hold the outside of your right leg with your left arm and bring it across your body. Let go, open out to the side, and then repeat, breathing out as you twist, and then breathing in as you open out. Breathe out as you go across, and breathe in as you open out. And if you heard a pop, that could be a good sign. And you'll repeat the same on the other side, starting with the nerve floss. Repeat the nerve floss on the left side as well. And then moving on to the leg overs. It's quite important with this nerve floss not to hold it for too long. It's not a stretch, and you shouldn't feel too much tension down your leg. It's just a glide. So you hold it for a couple of seconds and then move out of it. Some illustrations show your toe pointing towards you as you kick up like that, but personally, in my experience, that tends to aggravate your symptoms a bit more than what we'd like, so I personally go for the vertical foot approach. And then taking your leg across your body if you feel comfortable to. This is quite a lot of rotation for your lower back and your mid back, so if you're not happy to do this exercise, just give it a miss. Like I said before, if you do hear a pop, it's nothing to worry about. It's just a nice release of tension in your lower back, which can help. So these mushrooms here are definitely optional. You might not be feeling it some days. It's quite nice to get a bit of a massage going over your muscles. So here we have the shin box exercise. Get yourself into the lazy W position or crook lying position. Feet nice and wide, flat on the floor, knees bent to about 90 degrees. And you're going to rock your knees from side to side. And this is the rotation of your hips. Try not to arch your back too much. You want to try and keep your bum down. It's just a really nice movement for your hips. Here we have the cat-cow. So you're going to arch your back up as much as you can in that cat position, and then looking up into the cow position. Get good flexion of the upper, mid and lower back. And you also want to be thinking about pelvic tilt at the same time. So bringing your tailbone under and then pointing your bum to the sky. You can then lead that into the child's pose position, where you can do a nice side stretch. So you bring your left arm out to the left, right arm follows on top of the hand, and you sink back and stretch your right side. Bring yourself back to the middle, have a little rest, and then go over to the right side, taking your right hand over, left hand on top of the right, sinking back down and getting a good stretch on the left side. From there we can go into the cobra. So you're going to bring your body weight forward, over your hands, arms should be vertical, shoulders back, looking up, getting that good extension. You can tuck your feet under, but personally I love to have them flat. And then sink back down into the child's pose position. Taking your time, just rocking yourself backwards and forwards. So next exercise is the threading of the needle. So you're going to straighten your left leg back, balancing on your right knee and your left hand. And then you're going to feed your right hand through and then open out. So you'll start off in the 4-point kneeling position. So on your hands and your knees, straighten one leg back, opposite arm goes through the gap and then opens out. You might struggle with the movement to start off with, you might not get that far, but that's okay, you just go as far as comfortable and continue to repeat. Lastly, we can move into the lower limb stretches. So here we have the downward dog, making yourself into a nice big triangle, stretching your calves. With your weight on your left knee and right foot, you want to push your hips forward and feeling a stretch in your left hip. Reach your arm up to the sky and lean over to the right to further that stretch. You want to make sure that you're tilting your pelvis, so you're tucking your tailbone under, not arching your back that way. Drawing your belly button up towards your ribcage. And then from there, you can lean forward to get a stretch in your right hamstrings. Slight knee bend, taking your head towards your knee, or as far as comfortable. If you want to feel more of a stretch in your hamstrings, keep your back straight. Here I'm just relaxing down. And then you can take your right leg out to the side to get a good inner thigh stretch, or stretching your adductors. And move around to feel the best position for the stretch. Holding these stretches for between 10 and 30 seconds. Lastly, you've got the glute stretch, placing your right foot about a foot in front of your left knee, allowing the knee to drop to the right, and then you get into almost the runner's starting position. Once you're done, you can repeat all 4 exercises on the other side. So hip flexors to start off with. On your right knee, left foot, reaching over to the left hand side, tucking your tailbone under, drawing your belly button up towards your rib cage. Holding for between 10 and 30 seconds. Hamstrings, head towards the knee, slight knee bend. Lift your toe up for more of a stretch if you wish. And then you go into the adductor stretch, taking your left leg out to the side and just moving your body around so you can really feel that stretch. And then finally coming up into the modified pigeon stretch, left foot, 1 foot in front of your right knee, dropping your knee out to the side, chest towards the ground, almost in that runner's starting position.